Hello YouTube vintage stereo collectors. We're just going to do a little bench work here. A friend of mine dropped this off. Heathkit A-63 FM tuner tube from the early 60s. And you know, the look of these Heathkits is like, they're almost like a classic car, you know. There's these that are in the kind of the beige combo. Then there's of course the classic orange ones with a chrome surround and lights. The AA100, the AA151, AG12 tuner, that series. Then there's of course the AA32, which is this style but a stereo amp. They're built really like a tank. And I just want to quick go over this one. I had actually shot the video already, and it ran so long that the file size got too big. So I'm going to keep this one down. The other video I took the lids off of it. Not doing that in this one, just keeps it short. There it is. Nice and shiny metal chassis. That's how you can tell it's from the 60s or the 50s, you know, or earlier. It has a small transformer, but it doesn't need a lot of current. It's not driving any speakers. Pretty simple design. This one has two outputs, an FM mono and an FM stereo for the multiplexer. So this unit does not have FM stereo by itself. You need the Heathkit, I believe it's the AC11 multiplexer. There's a couple other ones. There's an ICO one. In those early years, they were separate. So if you had an FM tuner at home, you could actually turn it into an FM stereo tuner. So I thought we'd fire this one up. I've got an input into my amp over here. Just going to plug that in there. Bring it around. We're going to put an antenna lead on it. Like that. And then plug it in. And just to check, make sure the chassis isn't hot for some reason. Sometimes, you know, something's touching inside. Just put it on 200 AC volts. Touch it to, there we go, to the ground. So there's 54.9 volts in that chassis. Let's turn the plug around. So about 13 volts. There's a little bit of leakage to chassis. There's likely a capacitor in here. What we'll do is we'll just lift it up. Might be a capacitor to ground. Yeah, over here. I'm going to replace that one. Put in a safety capacitor. It's had some work done underneath. New cap here, new cap there. I believe it's the original filter cap. It looks like it. We'll see how quiet it is. So, fire it up. Well, the light bulbs are there. We lost our antenna lead. Back on here. That's coming from this tuner. Has good sound actually.
Remember Watson through 8.
Picking up tons of stations just with this short little piece of wire. See what it picks up without it. It still picks some up. Very quiet. I don't hear any AC hum coming through. Nothing. So that filter cap is good. What's interesting, there are some crimp marks on it. I almost wonder if it's been taken apart and restuffed. It's possible. It's a little bit of a hot smell to it. That's just maybe the tubes burning some stuff off. What I would recommend, I am going to put a couple new caps into this. Just to make sure it's safe and it sounds good. Other than that, it's actually kind of a neat unit. It would be neat to get the multiplexer for this and just see how it compares to like a more modern tuner. I always find that FM tube tuners, they have fantastic sound. It takes the digital, as you know, like the music in most radio stations comes from a hard drive and then it's transmitted, as an analogous FM signal. Sometimes they use CDs and records, but this softens the sound up. It doesn't have that digital harshness. Tell me I'm wrong. Anyway, thanks for watching and listening.